Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy, the real MJ on YouTube. And I need y'all to do me a favor. Listening to me, I don't have a lot of viewers. And I feel like I don't have a lot of viewers or listeners because I'm not excited. So I'm going to show excitement in my podcast episode. So today's episode of my podcast is streaming on all streaming platforms. And my podcast name is 𝐜𝐡𝐢𝐬. But for you people that's more than likely watching this shit on YouTube, it's the real MJ. 𝐜𝐡𝐢𝐬. And I am so excited to talk to y'all about this movie. I let the storm come within one whole week and let the storm die down. And I'm not talking about Hurricane Beryl. I'm talking about I'm talking about Deadpool versus Wolverine. I love the movie. This is the movie that literally saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I love it. I love it a lot. The excitement I have for Deadpool Wolverine is kind of like how I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. How the WWE was a little bit boring. And once The Rock came back, it was exciting. Once CM Punk came back, it was exciting. It was WWE and Marvel is like two franchises that kind of got like a huge fan base. Millions and billions of people watch it, but we want to give up on it because of the type of content we get. But now 2023 and 2024 has been a great year for WWE, and 2024 has been a great year for Marvel Cinematic Universe simply because of Deadpool versus Wolverine. Now, since the movie came out, it was so many spoilers. I could not go to YouTube or any form of social media without hearing spoilers. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't go outdoors because everybody spoiled the movie. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you this right quick. This is the greatest movie opening of any movie of all time. My favorite movie opening, guys, was literally the movie called Ghost Ship. I want y'all to stop what y'all doing right now and watch the opening of Ghost Ship. And I want y'all to leave in the comment section or wherever you're listening to this to or viewing this, leave in the comment section. What do you think about the opening of Ghost Ship? That was a very great opening. And I said in 2001, when I saw that, I said no opening in any movie can top that off. But when I saw Deadpool versus Wolverine and the opening was Bye Bye by NSYNC, oh my Lord, I was excited. I was glued to the seat. I was excited. And let me tell you something. One thing I've learned about being a media mogul like myself, of being a YouTuber and a veteran actor, you're going to see me soon in Hollywood, and a comedian, I learned something. When you have a great opening bit, that right there shows you that your show is going to be really, really good. And if your show don't be good with the opening, that's bad. Because when I think about a great opening, that opening is the momentum. That opening is that adrenaline rush. The opening is like that pre-workout. When you get that pre-workout and you start pumping up, that's going to get you strong. So I was like, yo, this about to be a good ass fucking movie. And the movie was fucking phenomenal. So let's cut to the fucking chase. Let's talk about the fucking cameos. First of all, I had a written script for the whole movie. But for this whole podcast, this whole YouTube. But I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let me wing it. The first thing that I loved was seeing Channing Tatum as Gambit. We have always wanted to see Gambit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and everything. Seeing Channing Tatum as Gambit was fucking awesome. But my favorite fucking cameo was fucking Wesley Snipes' Blade. Allegedly, people said he was not going to show up, and some people said he wasn't going to show up. But when Blade appeared on the screen, I was fucking flabbergasted. I was like, oh my God, this nigga Blade is in the movie. Then he shot us. He said something like, it'll never be Blade. I'm the one and only original Blade. Like, I loved it. I loved that cameo. I also like the cameo of seeing the Juggernaut in the movie, seeing Sabretooth in the movie, seeing like other X-Men from the previous iterations of the past 5 or 6 movies they had, seeing cameos of them. The villain was really, really good. Mega 5 level mutant. Like, I was like, bro, how the fuck can they kill her? Then I said, oh shit, what if they use Magneto's helmet or Juggernaut's helmet? Being a fucking nerd, that's what the fuck they said in the movie. Seeing Elektra was fucking awesome too, because I was a fan of the Elektra and Daredevil movie back in 2003 and 2006, whenever Elektra came out. I was a fan of Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Then, speaking of Ben Affleck, or Batfleck, whatever the fuck you call it, it was pretty dope on how the movie literally referenced Batman. That has me thinking, what if, fuck it, sooner or later, guys, I honestly feel like this right here. Sooner or later, people. Sooner or later, people. Batman, Superman, all of them are going to be, Disney's going to buy DC really soon. I feel it. I don't know why I feel it, but I feel it. Just like I predict in 2027, we're going to have a really good Star Wars movie, a Star Wars cinematic universe that puts every single character from the franchise as living here, from the TV shows, the movies, and video games. I got a feeling in 2027 that's going to happen. But I got another odd feeling that Disney is going to buy DC, because this ain't the first time I heard references of Batman in a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie or a Marvel movie. So I love it. Speaking of cameos, I like the multiple iterations of Wolverine we had. We had Henry Cavill as Wolverine. We had a shorter Wolverine. We had different versions of Wolverine. And the Wolverine that they had wasn't the Wolverine that we grew up watching as kids and young adults. This was like literally the best Wolverine of all time and the worst Wolverine of all time. Meaning the worst Wolverine of all time, meaning he fucking got all the X-Men killed. He had a really sad origin story. This was the Wolverine where people, if I was a superhero, I wouldn't choose him. But overall, Wade Wilson felt like a failure in life. He didn't feel important. The Avengers rejected him. I thought we was going to have a fucking cameo of Robert Downey Jr. And then whoop-de-doo, the day after Deadpool releases, Robert Downey Jr. is revealed as Dr. Doom. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. But let's retract back to the movie. The movie was really, really good. The cameos was awesome. A lot of people did not like the movie simply because Deadpool talked a lot. But if you pay attention to the comic books, the video games, and the movies, anything Deadpool media, even Deadpool Lost media, you're going to always remember that Deadpool is very talkative. He has ADHD. I got ADHD. So that's a very accurate description of a person with ADHD and other mental illnesses that people may have. But Deadpool, to me, I feel like the theme of that movie was literally never give up no matter what. That may not be the theme, but it say never give up no matter what, because Deadpool got rejected by everybody and he got called by the TVA to kind of like sabotage some shit. But then Deadpool said, fuck this shit, I'm going to save the world. It was just awesome. It was pretty awesome. The only complaints I had about the movie was the multiple Deadpools. I, myself, wasn't a fan of the multiple Deadpools. I feel like it's a tired trope where we have multiple iterations of a person. I said, okay, cool. I can excuse Wolverine because seeing Henry Cavill as Wolverine is awesome. But we got these multiple Deadpools, bro. I'm not liking it. I just wasn't feeling it. Also, people are going to hate me. I'm probably going to be the 1%er in the world that hates this. But it's good to be a 1%er. I personally did not like Dogpool. I don't know why I didn't like Dogpool. It's kind of like when I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse series. I wasn't a fan of Spider-Pig. I don't know what it is about superhero animals. I just don't fuck with it. I feel like the best superpower animal was gonna always be Crypto the Superdog. That's it. Other than that, I'm really not a fan of Deadpool. I just was like, I'm not a fan of it. A lot of people was a fan of it. A lot of people in the theater was excited. Okay, a lot of people in my theater wasn't excited. They was assholes. They couldn't shut the fuck up. But overall, Deadpool versus Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine was really good. I like the interaction of Deadpool and Logan simply because Deadpool did talk a lot. Logan is an introvert. Deadpool's the extrovert. So introverts and extroverts sometimes don't match up. You got somebody that's really quiet and chill drinking his fucking drink. Then you got Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, just talking, and it's like, dude, shut your ass up. I'm trying to enjoy my drink. So I like how they grew to becoming like best friends and shit. I like that these two are literally the ones that made me love Marvel more than anything. Actually, Blade, Wolverine, and Deadpool made me love Marvel. So is Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, and Into the Spider-Verse. But originally, dude, I grew up watching the Blade movies. Fun fact, 1999, went to go see Blade with my brother. My cousin, who's no longer here, and my other cousin. We all went to the Magic Johnson Theater, a really iconic theater in Houston, Texas, when we had Astroworld. That's when life was fucking awesome. And then fucking Bride of Chucky played. It scared the dog shit out of me. And it made me grow my love into fucking horror. Because after years later, I just grew a set of balls and say, yo, you know what? I'm going to watch Bride of Chucky, and I'm going to watch all the Chucky movies. And I loved it, and I loved Chucky ever since. But I was a kid that grew up watching Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, and other cartoons growing up. So when I saw Blade, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. This gonna be boring. I don't want to watch this shit. I want to go home and watch WWF SmackDown. Because SmackDown came out in 1999. It was a debut of SmackDown, I think. Well, it wasn't a debut week, but I remember when SmackDown was on TV and I fell in love with WWE and I fell in love with SmackDown. So when I went to go see Blade, I'm like, bro, I don't want to see this shit. Bruh, when I saw Blade, I said, yeah, bro. This is a really good movie. I love this guy. And this is the first Marvel movie, major Marvel movie, that paved the way for so many Marvel movies. This is a movie that paved the way before Black Panther, before Iron Man, before anything. And we was in the 90s. In the 90s, we had some good shit going on during the 90s. So it was just so nostalgic to watch Blade. And then as I grew, I watched Blade 2. Then I watched Blade Trinity. Then I watched an awful Blade TV show with Sticky Fingers. Then I watched Blade anime. I was in love with the Blade lore. I loved everything about Blade, although the first one is the best one. Actually, the second Blade is the best one. Good movie. Like, I love Blade like I was born ready, motherfucker. Like, Blade just did not give two fucks. And speaking of people not giving two fucks, seeing Chris Evans return as his iconic Johnny Storm. Oh my God. I was excited because I always just tell people, I say, bro, right hand of God, bro, Johnny Storm is a shit talker, bro. He talks more shit than anybody. And then we had people like Deadpool that came. Then we had people like Wolverine. But before Deadpool, Wolverine and Chris Evans, aka Johnny Storm, was the main niggas that always talk massive amounts of shit. I almost said massive amounts of shit. Johnny Storm was just a pretty boy that didn't give two fucks. And that's what made me fall in love with Fantastic Four. Because Fantastic Four and the X-Men is still my favorite fucking team of all time, bro. You can't fuck with the X-Men. You can't fuck with the Fantastic Four. The Avengers is cool and all. The Power Rangers is cool and all. The Justice League is cool and all. But the nostalgia of watching the Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, or X-Men 2, or X-Men Days of Future Past, it's just like, yo, this is the greatest team up ever. The Avengers is cool and all. Yeah. You got 100 and 200 Avengers, but bro, the X-Men, bro, these are Omega level mutants, bro. The Fantastic Four is dope. Then I remember in the Fantastic Four Part 2, Rise of the Silver Surfer, when Johnny Storm fused with the Silver Surfer or something, or combine all his powers with some Dragon Ball Z level shit. This is when I was falling in love with Dragon Ball Z more, because I think in 2004, that was the Majin Buu saga, the Fusion saga, whatever. So when I saw that on screen, I'm like, oh my fucking God, this is like fucking phenomenal. This is like phenomenal, like AJ Styles. Because AJ Styles was around in 2004. I was watching TNA. So I was like, yo, bro, I love this shit. I love Johnny Storm. So seeing him in a movie, I already knew that wasn't going to be Captain America. I knew it wasn't going to be Captain America. Simply because I saw that 21st century, 20th century, whatever the fuck you call it, Fox backdrop. I love that Easter egg. That was my favorite Easter egg of all time, because at the end of the movie, it showed homage to all the 20th century Fox movies like Fantastic Four and the X-Men franchise. Really, really good. Growing up watching Fox Kids and everything, it was just fucking phenomenal. Fox 26, the Fox block. I grew up watching shit like that. Fox is the reason why I love superheroes too as well, because Fox Kids used to show Spider-Man and the Incredible Hulk and the Silver Surfer and all them motherfuckers, the X-Men. Like, oh God, that's what times was so good. I hate times we live in now because we in cancel culture. But overall, bro, Deadpool and Wolverine is a 10 out of 10. Despite my gripes, I still give that movie a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Simple. 10 out of 10. Some stupid mistake like, oh, I didn't like Deadpool or the multiple Deadpools. Oh, okay, cool. That's it. I didn't have multiple complaints, but a lot of people did not like the movie. And I don't know why people didn't like the movie. The movie was really, really fucking good, guys. So definitely check that shit out. Definitely check that shit out. Subscribe to my YouTube, The Real MJ. If you're listening to this on any form of streaming services, Amazon Music, Apple, iTunes, whatever, Radio One, whatever, iHeartRadio. Listen to me on 𝐜𝐴𝐤𝐻𝐸nt on streaming platforms. And again, subscribe to my YouTube. Give me to 500.